Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. Welcome and congratulations to the graduating class of California 1011. We're so happy to have such a wonderful large crowd today to celebrate all of these incredible teams, both canine buddies, breeders, OMI students, and guide dog class clients all graduating today. So thank you for joining us in such an exciting celebration. Whether you're here in person or virtually, we appreciate you being here. And also in this happy September, I have to wish everyone a happy National Guide Dog Month. As we welcome everyone, whether you're here in person or live streaming, whether you've come to graduations before or it's your first graduation, or maybe 30th for some of you out there, welcome. We're very, very happy to be here with you today. We are here to celebrate a lot of things and a lot of people. So 5 new OMI or Orientation Mobility Immersion clients, 1 new breeder will be celebrated today, 1 new canine buddy team, and 4 new guide dog teams, as well as, of course, here to celebrate all of you, all of our incredible volunteers, donors, employees that have all come together to make Guide Dogs the place it is, and in order to celebrate the graduation of these teams. So first, I have to thank everyone that makes this possible, starting with the puppy raisers. I already had the privilege of thanking the raisers that were here earlier today, but any puppy raiser in this room, I have to extend a very grateful and warm thank you. You'll meet Claire soon as my fellow teammate, but Claire and myself, my name is Taylor McHale, we both were puppy raisers before we started our journey here. So we understand and firsthand all the love, patience, dedication, and care that have gone into each of these puppies. And it's your hard work as raisers that really makes our lives easy when it comes to training these dogs. And of course, we are always appreciative of everything that you do and getting the dogs that you raise ready for training with us. I also have to thank our donors. As you probably may know, we do not get any state or federal funds. We are fully donor funded. And so without the generous donations from our multitude of donors, we would not be able to do the work that we do here. So thank you so much if you have donated or will donate. Every cent that you donate goes to a good purpose, and I'm very proud to be able to say that. Great. GDB would also like to acknowledge Lillian Tremoroli for her generous sponsorship of harnesses throughout 2024. So thank you as well for those of you who donated to harnesses. Finally, I want to thank our volunteers and employees, volunteers who volunteer throughout campus, whether that be with working with our donors, hosting tours, walking dogs, volunteering in the puppy center, probably the best volunteer job there is. We are so grateful for every one of you volunteers that help make our class and training program successful. And I also want to thank our employees who go above and beyond for dog welfare and taking care of the dogs in our program, as well as the variety of staff that work in administration and our puppy center. And I'd like to specifically acknowledge our canine welfare training technicians, several of whom are in the room, and do a wonderful job in taking care of our dogs in the kennel environment. So thank you guys so much. And thank you again, everyone, for attending and celebrating with us. I now want to share a short video about our mission. This video is audio described, so in addition to the narrator, you will hear a second voice describing scenes in the video. Captions are also included. These inclusive features ensure everyone can access and enjoy our video. Thanks and enjoy.
At Guide Dogs for the Blind, we believe that everyone deserves to move through the world safely and confidently, to live the life they want to live.
A man and his guide dog walk through a park.
Our life-changing programs meet people who are blind or visually impaired wherever they are along their journey, whether that's by matching individuals with highly qualified guide dogs, providing guide dog readiness skills in our Orientation and Mobility Immersion program.
A man holds a white cane and smiles broadly.
Or pairing youth and adults with the companionship of a canine buddy.
A young girl cuddles with her canine buddy.
Together, we are GDB.
My name is Renee Carrasco. My dog's name is Snoopy.
Renee sits in front of a fireplace.
So the reason that I wanted to get a guide dog was because I came across some videos from Guide Dogs for the Blind, and that was my introduction to guide dog travel.
Renee and Snoopy walk along a city sidewalk and cross a street at an intersection.
What I saw was the ease of travel, the speed that the guide dog handler would move with. That's what I wanted for myself. And not only that, but it was also the companionship.
Renee and Snoopy play with a tug toy outside in the yard.
Working with Snoopy has changed my life dramatically because there's so much freedom that comes along with having a guide dog. It's made the hard parts of blindness not so hard.
Renee sits next to Snoopy and gives him a pat on the chest.
I feel like my outlook on life and the world is so much more positive having Snoopy in my life.
My name is Amit Ahuja and my guide dog's name is Tashi.
I had the opportunity to complete Guide Dogs for the Blind's Orientation and Mobility Immersion Program.
Amit stands on a path with his white cane.
And not only did it help me learn to navigate my environment more safely using a white cane, it also made me an even more confident guide dog handler.
My experience was just fabulous.
Amit and his O&M instructor analyze an intersection and cross a city street.
We trained in different locations, practiced different skills, worked out a way to analyze a traffic crossing. I think GDB has transformed my life. To say that it's meeting my needs would be an understatement.
My name is Ella, and this is my canine buddy, Lafferty.
Ella sits on the floor of a living room next to a black lab.
Lafferty is just so amazing in many ways. He's such a good boy. He brings me so much joy and is one of my best friends.
With kids with visual impairments,
Ella's mom, Christy McKerney.
the struggle is real for social contact. It's hard to make friends sometimes. And with Lafferty, he's an automatic draw for all kids, which is wonderful. Lafferty has totally opened up, for Ella, new social connections.
Back to Ella.
I would recommend canine buddies. They're just really good dogs, and they can change a person's life and make it better.
All of Guide Dogs for the Blind services are provided free of charge, and our work is made possible by the generous support of our donors and volunteers.
Renee sits next to Snoopy on the grass in the park.
We receive no government funding.
This organization has made such a huge impact on my life and the lives of so many countless people, and the donors are the ones that make that possible.
Close-up of Snoopy.
Thank you so much.
Ella and Lafferty.
Thank you.
From the bottom of my heart, thank you.
Amit and his guide dog Tashi sit on a beach and watch the sunset.
Together, we are unstoppable. To learn more about our life-changing programs and to support our work, please visit guidedogs.com or scan the QR code.
I just love that video. So special. All right. So now I have the pleasure of briefly introducing my team, my coworkers that we work together with during this class. So first I'll introduce Emily Courage, the supervisor of this team, who's sitting in the audience, and you'll get to meet her shortly up here on stage. Thank you, Emily. And now I'll introduce my teammate Claire Lozito, fellow qualified guide dog mobility instructor. And I will transfer the mic to her to introduce our breeder and canine buddies.
Hello, thank you. My name's Claire. I will be introducing some of our new breeding stock as well as our canine buddy teams. So a little bit more information about our breeding program. It's quite extensive. We breed Labrador Retrievers, Golden Retrievers, and Lab and Golden Crosses. And they're specially selected. Once the dog is in our breeding program, it's placed into a loving home, custodial home, within 50-mile radius of the San Rafael campus. So first, I'd like to introduce Bruce, a male black Labrador Retriever, raised by Elise Keeland and Fernando Cunha of Santa Clara, California, Aaron and Pedros Crucifix of Fresno, California, Mom and Jacob of Sunnyvale, California, and they're going to the breeder custodians Edith Allgood.
Hello, I'm Elise, and this is Bruce and my husband, Fernando. We received Bruce. We got an email one day with a photo of some very cute puppies saying that guide dogs had some older puppies they needed to get out of the kennels, and the next day here we were picking up Bruce. We were pretty busy at the time, so we couldn't commit to keeping him for his full puppyhood, I guess, if you will, but we just felt like a calling and that there was something special about Bruce. So we're really excited to see his puppies here soon.
And I'll just add that Bruce is a very sweet, lovable, friendly guy, and he's been a joy to have, and we're very excited, like Elise said, to meet his puppies.
Welcome, Bruce. Welcome. All right, next we're going to move on to the Canine Buddy teams. So GDB's Canine Buddy program matches specially selected dogs to become buddies to people who are blind or visually impaired, including children ages 5 and above and adults of all ages. Canine Buddy dogs are not service dogs, but are wonderful companions that bring joy and a connection to the GDB community. The Canine Buddy program is one of our core client programs, and teams have access to the same level of service as our guide dog teams. So first, we're going to be talking about Alder of Olympic Valley, California, who received Baxter, a male yellow Labrador Retriever. Baxter was raised by Meesing Chain and Crystal and Kylie Dang of Dublin, California, and Karen and Sonobe of Pleasanton, California. And while they couldn't be here today, there is a picture on the screen. It's a picture of Alder kneeling on one knee on a grass lawn next to Baxter on a sunny day. Both are looking at the camera. Alder is smiling and Baxter is wearing his blue Canine Buddy scarf. Perfect. And the raiser would like to say Baxter was a fun and loving puppy to raise. He always wanted to please, and he loved ice cubes. And on the screen, there's a picture. It's a close-up of Baxter sitting on a sidewalk. He is wearing his green puppy jacket and is looking at something with great focus with his mouth slightly open. Very cute. So congratulations to that team. Next, we're going to talk about Nathan of Elk Grove, California, who received a Lily, a female yellow Labrador Retriever. Lily was raised by Rachel Romberg of Sonoma, California. And while they couldn't be here today, Nathan would like to say, and the whole family, we would like to thank GDB and the Canine Buddy program for their excellent work in finding the perfect dog for Nathan. Lily has adapted well with our family, and Nathan is enjoying her companionship immensely. We would like to thank Lily's raisers for raising such a well-mannered and loving dog. Lily is a joy and pleasure to have in our home as part of our family. With gratitude, Mike, Kenya, Nathan, and Mariah. And there is a photo on the slide. The photo description is Nathan, Lily, and family sit outside on their house porch on a sunny day. They're smiling at the camera, Lily included, who is wearing her blue Canine Buddy scarf. And Rachel could not be here. Yeah, I know, this is going to be a really cute one. Rachel was not able to be here today, but left a note. It says, from the day we picked up Lily, she was the best pup. She was confident, excited to learn, and ready to cuddle. She loved car rides, napping in sun puddles, playing with her toys, and going on adventures, zoomies in the backyard, and being with people. She was always ready to work, explore, and conquer the day, even when it included her least favorite thing, a bath. She is a perfect blend of eager adventurer and a chill house potato. We are so honored to have helped Lily get to her forever home as a canine buddy. We could tell from her gentle and confident nature that Lily was made for the buddy life. We are delighted she is where she is meant to be and are elated that her family will get to have the best dog ever. Thank you to the Petaluma Puppy Club and all the GDB staff who helped her get here and gave us updates along the way. Raising a puppy is a group effort, and we are so happy to be part of such wonderful work. And the picture description, which is really cute, is yellow lab puppy Lily lays relaxed in the sunny grass, squinting her eyes shut from the sun and squishing her little snout at the camera. Very cute. So congratulations to those as well. Yep, congrats to our breeding and canine buddy teams. Up next, I would like to introduce Steph, who is going to discuss more about our OMI program. Welcome, Stephanie.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm really pleased that you can all join us today. My name's Stephanie Zabitz, and I'm the Senior O&M Program Specialist here at Guide Dogs for the Blind. So I get to introduce the O&M immersion program, or more familiarly, I can't even say that word, the OMI program. We love acronyms here, just like GDB, OMI. The Orientation and Mobility Immersion is a 1 or 2 week program aimed at enhancing independent travel skills for individuals, including those interested in qualifying for a guide dog, or those who already have a guide dog. It serves as a crucial training opportunity for people with limited access to traditional O&M services, and it prepares them to partner effectively with a guide dog. So today, we are recognizing graduates from CA1011, and this was a 1-week program conducted here on our California campus. So I'm grateful that we can acknowledge these graduates today. So first up is Gary Jordan of Palmdale, California. Gary is a reader for the Special Needs Mass at St. Mary's Catholic Church in Palmdale. He hopes through the OMI program, he will eventually be able to get a guide dog, which will enrich his ability to participate in other ministries at St. Mary's. Welcome, Gary. I'm going to just turn your shoulders.
Thanks, Stephanie. One of the things that most people are fortunate to have is to live in a community where the streets are not super wide and they're more traditional, what people would think of. But in Palmdale and in Lancaster, where I grew up, that's not the case. Many of the streets, the intersections are like anywhere from 4 to 8 lanes wide, very complicated sometimes. And I've been blessed to have a great teacher, Chris Williams, who was able to show me some techniques and to work on the ability to navigate those kinds of intense intersections. Because otherwise, my mobility skills are reasonably well. But when you have these extra challenges, and this is good for people who may eventually need GDB for the OMI program, they can help you with that. I know they're doing a good job for me. They're going the extra mile. I appreciate Mark Gillard for his, Stephanie, and of course my instructor, for all their effort they've gone to help me figure out a way to get around the challenges. Because I want to get my independence such as I had when I was still legally blind back. And I can't thank the staff enough too, because without the folks here, the nurses, the chef, and the cooking crew, the housekeeping crew that keeps our rooms nice and clean, and you know, and the groundkeepers, I'm sure, need to be acknowledged too, because they keep the campus from being, trash bill. But anyway, but I do want to express my gratitude to everyone that makes it possible for not only me, but all my other fellow students, whether they're in the guide dog program or in the OMI program. So thank you very much, and God bless all of you.
Awesome. Thank you. Okay, next we have Lori Mehta of Cincinnati, Ohio. Lori, I see some excited grandkids in the back, so they made it. Lori is a 6-time graduate of Guide Dogs for the Blind. She is joined today by her 6th guide dog, Nisbet, a yellow male Labrador retriever. Lori came to the OMI program to build on her travel skills following a significant decrease in her vision. She has been married for 42 years, and she and her husband have 2 sons, 2 daughter-in-laws, and 6 grandchildren. Here you go, Lori.
Thank you. Well, I really want to thank Guide Dogs for the Blind yet again. I'm very fortunate. I have a very supportive, encouraging family. But this organization, the encouragement and support just goes beyond words. As Steph just said, I've had 6 wonderful guide dogs from this program, which have accompanied me very happily through many phases of my life. And in this latest challenge that I faced, this orientation mobility program has helped me to enhance the skills I already had so that I could transition from being able to use a little bit of residual light and color to now traveling independently and confidently without being afraid to do it as a totally blind person. If you support Guide Dogs for the Blind, you are supporting so much good work. And thank you just doesn't even cover it. I will give a shout out to the O&M instructor that I worked with, who I believe is contracted from the Lighthouse in San Francisco, another good organization, Josh Lopez. And if you're watching the tape of this later on, thanks, Josh. I loved working with you. Thank you.
Oh, sorry, that was great. All right. Next, I would like to introduce you to Shani Moore of Brentwood, California. Shani states she has a supportive sweetheart who is here today in the audience, an incredible son and daughter, devoted parents, and 4 amazing cats. Because yes, we acknowledge the kitties too. Her hobbies include authentic international cookery, baking, gaming, and technology. She adores British comedy, Darjeeling tea, and the cooler seasons. Here you go, Shani.
Thank you. First of all, it's true what they say, that the cooking here and the food is amazing. I do hope to come back and get a guide dog. I was very nervous coming here because my O&M skills were kaput. But my first morning, I got my shirt stuck in the back zipper of my skirt, and I was very scared. But I called the nurse's office, and my anxiety was alleviated immediately. I was met with a kind voice and gentle hands, and was helped out of that very scary situation. Then I met Danette, my O&M instructor, who had more faith and confidence in me than I had in myself. And through her, I learned to have confidence, and I learned skills that I didn't know I could learn, and I learned to have confidence I didn't know I had, and I learned strength. So I'd like to thank GDB, and I will be back. And thank you so much.
That's right. Woo! That's right. We are looking forward to it, Shani. Okay. Next, I would like to introduce you to Evelyn Nazario of Lake Forest, California. Evelyn is a mother and a grandmother. She is retired, and her hobbies include knitting, crocheting, listening to audiobooks, being physically active, and experiencing different cultures and food. But most importantly, she loves spending time with her family and friends.
Thank you, everyone. I guess I can just echo what everyone else has had to say. This program and the staff here at GDP, they're amazing. I came in, honestly, extremely nervous. I've let my handicap really keep me secluded from the world. And I now have the confidence, and I'm going to get emotional, sorry, to go out. And I don't feel, again, as I'm hostage to my home, I feel very confident that I can go out now on my own and not always need my daughter's arm, though I still need her, Megan. I still need you, Megan. I know she's watching. But they've given me so much confidence. My instructor, Natalie Castanayo, I got to call out to her, is amazing, absolutely amazing. And everyone here at GDP is absolutely amazing. I have to thank the donors, because you're right, without the donors, this wouldn't be here, and the breeders and everybody else. I know you've all been thanked, but I personally have to thank you. And I do plan on coming back. I do plan on coming back to get a guide dog, because I know that's going to give me that much more independence. I had a wonderful opportunity to do a one-day run with the dog, and I'm going to tell you, it felt liberating. It felt so freeing. So I'm looking forward to coming back. Thank you.
Excellent, Evelyn. What Evelyn's referring to is for some of our clients that come through the program the first time, we offer them an experiential guide dog walk with a fully trained guide dog. And it is really something special for these clients, and we're really grateful to training's ability to provide those dogs to us so we can really solidify the decision for some of these clients. But I think Evelyn touched on the point too, with the independence is so important. It really enhances their confidence, and it's why this program's so important to these clients. So the last client I'm going to introduce is Jerry Waldner of Hussar, Alberta, Canada. Jerry was unable to attend the graduation ceremony, but he provided me with some words that he wanted me to share. So Jerry says, "Good day," in his Canadian accent. "I come from Alberta, Canada, about an hour and 15 minutes east of Calgary. I live on a farm, which is a very rural area, but he enjoys spending most of his free time there. I work in a manufacturing facility where we make bubble wrap and polyfoam. When I have time off, I love to go for walks on the farm with my father-in-law or my 3 nephews. And I wanted to thank Guide Dogs for the Blind for the experience that I've had this last week. It has been a life-changing experience. I would so like to thank the chefs here. I bet I have gained 10 to 15 pounds this last week." Yes, I have some agreement from the group, yep. "I'd also like to thank the resident advisors, the nursing staff, volunteers, and everybody that works here at GDB." At this point, Jerry adds, "I'm sure you may all be snoring in the audience, but please stick with me. I have a bit more to say." So he continues, "I especially want to thank my instructor, Molly. She has done such an amazing job with training me on how to navigate street crossings, how to read street crossings, and so much more than I can put into words. The combination of having a guide dog experience walk and enhancing my O&M skills, altogether this has been a life-changing, to say the least. I would also like to thank my fellow students in the OMI program and the guide dog program handlers who have gotten their new guides. It was awesome to get to know you all and to laugh with you, so thank you." So congrats to Jerry. Let's give him a round of applause. And I just, again, want to acknowledge the OMI group. Your dedication, hard work, and camaraderie has not gone unnoticed. And you know, you've put in a lot of amazing work this past week. So let's congratulate them all with one more round of applause. And now I'm gonna pass the mic to Taylor McHale, so that she can introduce the Guide Dog program.
Great, thank you. Thank you, Stephanie. All right, I have the privilege of getting to introduce our 4 guide dog class clients who are graduating today. The first that I'll introduce is Steve Alford, who is from Pasadena, California. And Steve, you guys can make your way up to the stage. Steve is a licensed vendor in the California Business Enterprises Program. He enjoys traveling and visiting new places and is looking forward to many new adventures with his new guide, Emmett. Emmett is his second guide dog. Emmett is a yellow lab male who was raised by Cynthia Money of Alamo, California, Christine De La Paz and Christian and Isabella Tan of Danville, California, and Devin and Michael Jones of San Ramon, California.
Thank you. Well, I want to thank everyone at GDB that made this possible. As Taylor said, it's my second return. It just keeps getting better every time. From the housekeeping to the kitchen staff, I have to agree with the prior speaker. That is true. They're amazing. The resident advisors and, of course, the instructors. I want to give a shout out to the CEO, Chris Bettinger, for being such a great leader for all these years. Definitely want to thank the puppy raisers for raising Emmett. Emmett's amazing. I don't know how GDV matches so well, but they do it. And I could tell just with spending the last 2 weeks with him, Emmett loves to explore like I do. He appreciates good sceneries. And, you know, he'll travel in literally any environment, whether it's trails, busy streets, trains, whatever. So I'm really looking forward to all the adventures ahead with this new dog. And many may not know, but I have a retired guide at home, my first guide dog from GDV as well, Vinny. And so Emmett's grandfather, his name is Baker, also happens to be Vinny's great-great-grandfather. So I'm very happy to unite 2 distant cousins together. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Christian. I am one of the 3 households that Emma was raised with, so he had a lot of family, friends. He just had a great life. We really enjoyed raising him. He was our second puppy that we raised. Our first one, unfortunately, made, so he's our first one to graduate. Cynthia and Mike are our other co-raisers. You guys raised more than I can count. I'm a senior in high school, so I got to take Emmett to school, which was a really wonderful experience. As puppy raisers, our job is to socialize the dogs and just like introduce them, teach them about the world. But something special about Emmett is he taught us a lot too. Something that Mike said about Emmett that really struck me was Emmett's favorite toy is always someone else's toy. And that's because no matter what Emmett was doing, if he saw another dog playing with a toy, he's like, oh, I want that one. No matter what it was, even if he saw no interest in it earlier, that's going to be his new favorite. And it's always just because Emmett lives in the moment. And I think working with Emmett and like living with him for so long, it taught me to live in the moment too. And it's just such a wonderful match. And I think that Steve will really appreciate how present Emmett will be with him. And I can't wish like better luck for you guys.
I just want to thank everybody. This is Team Emmett on the stage, but there's a lot of people out here that are Team Emmett and his foster care providers, Rich and Katie, who were doing the commuter care. Thank you so much. The foster care program. Gail Horn is just absolutely amazing, our PFM of always getting us to take a dog and calling us at our weakest moment and having us come within 24 hours to pick up the dog and put a team together. So Gail, Maureen, and Mary Alice are our leaders, and our Club Danville Guide Dogs is just really a fun experience. And if you haven't raised a puppy, you should think about it because it's one of the best experiences you're going to have.
Much of what they both said. It takes a village, and this time around, after Cynthia and I had co-raised quite a few dogs, we took the takes a village thing to the next step, and we did tri-raising. So we were the first tri-raisers in our club, and it worked very well. The more experiences he gets, the better it goes for him. He's able to get 3 times as many experiences. It worked very well. This is a dog that we could tell right from the start. He knows how to work hard. He knows how to play hard. He knows how to figure out his work-life balance. Yeah, better than I do. And as Cindy likes to say, he knows how to read the room. He can judge the person, the dog, the environment, and he just gets it. We talked about, we'd be in our evals. What do we need to talk about with this dog? What's been going on? We had to almost make things up for, what we're working on because, learn a skill. Yeah, he's got that. Have the temperament. Yeah, he's right there. He just did it. He checked all the boxes right through. And when he went into formal training and we heard he was in class, we heard 2 weeks ago, we were shocked. He went so fast. So fast. This dog just gets it and got it done. And we're very proud of him. Thank you. Anybody else? Can I explain?
I can take that.
Sure.
Great. Mark was asking why a puppy might be in more than one home. It's honestly just an advantage. As he stated, sometimes puppies will be in multiple homes because maybe a raiser only can do early puppy things, maybe one can do later things. Maybe they work full time and can't have a young baby puppy. So there's several different reasons why a raiser might be or a dog might be in multiple homes, and either way, it's whatever's in the best interest of the puppy to get him ready for graduation. So thank you guys for your excellent work, and we'll give another round of applause for Steve and Emmett. Okay, our next client that we're going to introduce is Rob D'Amelio. And Rob was born and raised in Sudbury, Ontario, Canada. He is a recent graduate of the Human Resources Management program. He's looking forward to going home and exploring many mountain trails with Alpine. Alpine is his 3rd guide dog from GDB. So he's receiving Alpine, a yellow lab male, who was raised by Dean Anderson of Oakland, California, Kyrie Clemist of Vallejo, California, and Margaret Now of San Rafael, California. All right.
Well, I want to say thank you to GDB for this life-changing experience. I had something prepared, but it's going to talk by the heart here. Day 2, I'm sitting outside, and it was time to meet the dog. And the trainer came up and brought me Alpine. And first thing I felt was his love and his licks and his wags and his beautiful just love. And I think I know it's coming from the puppy raisers who instilled that love in his heart. He shows it. It's been a few weeks since I haven't touched the cane. Something that was with me for a long time. And to trust a dog with your entire life and walk down the most busiest streets and the crossings, and it's so hard to put it in words how thankful I am. And and thank you for everybody for being here and the beautiful, let's hear it for GDB.
I'm Kyrie Clemist, and this is our puppy raising team. We also co-raised. Margaret raised for the first couple months, and I got Alpine when he was 17 weeks due to my bad back, so I didn't have to carry him around. And then Dean and I co-raised in our puppy group. And the one thing our friend Peter here said about Alpine, which just puts him to a T, is generous joy. And he is just the sweetest, most joyful guy, and he just wants to give it to everybody he meets. He was an amazingly easy puppy, and as the words I would use to describe him most were steady. He was, you could take him anywhere. He'd do anything, and he was never fazed. And he was a joy, a real joy to have, and I wish both Rob and Alpine happy trails, as it were. Yeah.
Thanks, Kyrie. So, in addition to that, I would say that Alpine is a total goofball. He does these things where he can like start in his head and roll over and land on your feet, and he'll like walk right into you in order to get some love. And I would take him to Catholic Mass. And there was one time we were going up for a blessing, and he decided, out of his curiosity, he was going to look underneath the vestments of the priest. And in a relatively solemn moment in a mass, it created this chuckle of laughter throughout the whole congregation. It was fantastic. So he loves the snow, so I'm glad his name is Alpine. I'm glad he's going into Canada, and congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. My name is Margaret now, and I actually was a co-raiser with my college son, Charlie, who's not here today. But he and I trained guide dogs, puppies, in our puppy club locally. And Charlie was always a good one because, like a lot of kids, he's always waiting to correct me. So he always kept me in line to be a good puppy raiser. Alpine is our second dog that we've raised, but our first graduation. And so I really feel a sense of like purpose and joy for Alpine. I've had a bunch of puppies come through with our puppy club where we co-raise. And I have to say, Alpine really, like Kyrie was saying, he is so happy and joyful and confident. And I feel like I really do feel like the other puppy raisers, myself, my son, really instilled in him just a confidence, knowing that he was always loved. These puppies are very easy to love, obviously. And this guy was really unique in that he always had kind of a fun way of playing with. We had the other career change dog, and it was his big sister, and he would just love to play zoomies out in the backyard, or what we would say, he would like to taunt her a little bit and then come back and hide under mom's legs. So he would get her going, and then he'd be like, haha, I got you, you're it, and come on, curl underneath me. And so, but just very confident, very happy, and I really feel like that this is a great match with you, Rob, and you're such a happy person and so like loving with the dog, and you guys are going to be fantastic together. They take a bit of our hearts with them, but we give it to them freely. So you'll have a bit of us with you too when you go on your journey. Thank you.
Congratulations, Team Alpine. All right, next I'll be introducing Crystal Jungling. Crystal is a medical transcriptionist from Alamo Gordo, New Mexico. She enjoys crocheting and long, fast walks. She's looking forward to walking everywhere she can with her new guide, Logger. And Logger is her 5th guide dog. So Logger is a golden retriever male who was raised by Jane and Gary Andrew of El Dorado, California.
Okay. I just blanked. Okay, I'd like to thank GDB, the chefs, the puppy raisers. It was a long wait for me. Okay, stop. It was. I applied in August of 2022, and it was the end of August 2024 when they found Logger for me. So he's a wonderful, wonderful guide dog. Jane and Gary did a wonderful job with him, and I'm very grateful to them, and I'm grateful for GDB and the matching process and everything. So thank you.
I'm Jane Andrew, and my husband Gary and I raised Lager. I do most of the work. I guess we're the only ones who don't have co-raisers here. Gary would say that's because I'm very controlling and I don't like to share my puppies with anybody. But yeah, Lager was a great puppy to raise. He was a bit challenging, and but I think that the greatest challenge I had with him turned out to be the biggest asset, and the reason he was matched with Crystal is because he walks super fast and pulls pretty hard. But that's what she wanted, so I think that's why she had to wait so long to get him, because the GDB, as usual, knew what they were doing, and they had to wait for the perfect dog for this beautiful person. So thank you, everyone. I'd like to thank my club, Cameron Park Puppy Raisers, especially my leader, Kim Burkhart, and also Carrie Kinsella. And also another little funny story. The other day I was talking to one of my friends on the phone, and she was congratulating me on Lager's graduation. And she said she felt like she knew a celebrity now. And I think she was talking about Lager, not me. But so I thought, I told her, it is it's true what everybody's saying about it takes a village. And I told her that every friend of mine who interacts with Lager is working and training him and helping me. So he had a lot of fun times and a lot of great experiences, and I'm just glad he made the perfect match.
Yes.
So, yeah. Great, thank you.
All right, congratulations to Team Lager. All right, and last but certainly not least, I'm introducing April Seifert. April is from St. Louis, Missouri. She's a nurse, social worker, and is currently working as a business analyst in IT assistive technology. She's a married mother of 2 teenage girls and enjoys going to Orange Theory Fitness and attending her daughter's sports games. She's excited to travel with Jericho to all of her upcoming trips and conferences. Jericho is her 4th guide dog. Jericho is a yellow lab male who is raised by Leslie Hobart of Shingle Springs, California, Angie Ruiz of Rancho Cordova, California, Lindsay Haas of Rancho Cordova, California, and Carrie and Natalie Marini of El Dorado Hills, California.
Thank you, Taylor. I want to start out by saying thank you to Emily for hosting such an amazing, where you at, Emily? 2 weeks. And getting to know Claire, and also having Leo step in on a few days, because I had the privilege of also working with Emily and Leo with my last dog. Most of all, I want to thank Taylor. Not planned, but look what we're wearing together. So, thousands of miles away. Felt like I kind of bonded with you, Taylor. Oh, yeah. I was like, yeah. Leader, almost a sister. So, I didn't think I was going to do this. The 3 others in this class, which are really amazing to get to know. So thank you. Yay.
So I'm Lindsay Haas. I got Jericho. He was transferred to me at 6 months, and I kept him up until he returned to campus. Jericho, from day one, settled in well at work. I work at the VA with visually impaired veterans, so they enjoyed having him in the office with me. He loved to commandeer the space right by the space heater. He would plaster himself right up against the heater. And he might be small in stature, but he is definitely a very strong boy, loves a good game of tug. And from day one, I knew he needed a job. So I'm very happy to see him doing what he was made to do. And I do wish April, you and him, the best of luck and all your adventures to come. So thank you, GDB.
Congratulations. Okay, and I'd like to just acknowledge again the graduating guide dog class of 1011. Thank you. Thank you so much for making it such a wonderful class. It was wonderful to work with all of you, and congratulations again. Okay, and now I'm going to welcome Claire to the stage. Claire is going to be doing a guide dog training demonstration with Emily.
Hello, yeah, congratulations. What a unique class we've had. Rob, as you were standing up here, your shirt says inside every GDB dog beats the heart of a puppy raiser. And I just think that could not be more true, right? Especially, standing over there, almost crying again. I mean, I've been to dozens and dozens of graduations and it never gets old. Every single time I'm like, a little tears coming out the corner of my eyes because it is just so special. And especially this class, we had all retrains, which was pretty unique. It doesn't happen all the time. So it was such a pleasure to work with all of you guys. And of course, the OMI students joining us as well was just amazing. So congratulations. Now, before we close our graduation, we'd like to do a dog demonstration. So just a little bit of background. All our dogs are we work with clickers with them. So it makes the communication a little easier. It's more consistent, timely, right? And our dogs pick it up really fast, very fast, in fact. Of course, as many of you guys know, especially Labradors, Goldens, and the Crosses, tend to be very food motivated. So it takes less than 5 minutes to teach them that the clicker means food. So it comes very fast. So, for example, right, if we were to go to a down curb or, a curb in general, and when the dog gets there and we click, we give them a food reward. If they find the door, right, we click, give them a food reward. If they sit, that kind of thing, we click and give them a food reward. So any sort of behavior that we want them to repeat. And again, it happens very fast. They love the clicker. So I'd like to introduce Emily and Sunday to the stage. We are going to be doing a chair targeting demonstration, and you're going to see how fast they pick it up. They're going to be very excited. So first, we are going to do a hand target. So I like to call this kind of the warm-up. Again, we're teaching her hey, the new target is our hand. So Emily's holding out a fist in front of Sunday, and Sunday is bopping her nose, and as soon as she touches that, she clicks and gives her a food reward, just like that. And they're like, yes, so excited, tail wagging, ready to go. So next, Emily's gonna put that hand target on the chair. So it's basically telling the dog, right, that our new target is now the chair. So we'll do that a couple times. Again, very important to make sure they can reach the hand, right, so that they can bop their nose on her fist right there. Yeah, look at that tail wagging, so excited, perfect. And from there, they'll take maybe a step back, put that fist on the chair again, click. Oh, good girl, very nice. She's going right up to that chair. Do another step back, and then fist on the chair. Again, we're telling her this is the new target, right? It's not gonna be just stepping in front, it's gonna be to a desired object. Good boy, tail wagging, good girl. Very nice. Again, extra kibbles. We're really letting her know the chair is the desired target. Maybe we'll do another one step back. And if we see some anticipation, that's really good, right? She's showing us that she knows what the target is. Very nice. And we'll take those couple steps back, maybe pick up that harness handle and see if she'll, yep, they're going right to the chair. Very nice. So what Sunday's telling us is that she understands that it's no longer the fist that's the target, it's the chair. So we don't have to use that fist anymore. She'll just go right to it. So maybe we'll go a little bit farther back again, letting her, go right to it. Very nice. Good job, Sunday. Again, we'll go even a little bit farther back. So we're doing this method called back chaining. So we're telling her exactly where the desired object is. Good girl. Bring you right back all the way to the chair. Very nice. And then kindly the final goal, right, is we're going to actually go kind of towards those doors where the living room is. And Sunday is going to lead Emily all the way back to the chair. We'll see if she does it. I'm not too sure. Maybe not. Sunday forward. There we go. Oh, she's trotting. Yeah, there we go. Very nice. Perfect. Good job, Sunday. So again, we're seeing some of that anticipation, right? She's really trying to drag Emily to that chair. And look, now we're going to have a big party. And of course, because our destination is the chair, Emily's going to sit in the chair. Yeah, have a party, give her lots of pets. Sunday's very proud of herself that she was able to find it. And of course, Emily made a big party. So very nice. Thank you so much for joining us. Excellent work. Good job, Sunday. So that just gives you kind of a glimpse into how our training works. Of course, we can put that into target ATM machines, mailboxes, curbs, right? APS pole targeting, right? There's lots of things that the dogs learn to target. And of course, it happens in a pretty short amount of time, and they love to do it, right? It's kind of like a fun game for them. Yeah, and I'm sure some of you guys in class have seen some of that intense targeting where they're like, yes, we got it. We know exactly where your door is. All right. So I just want to say thank you so much for joining us today. If you're interested in volunteering or joining our staff or anyone that you know who might benefit from our services, please visit guidedogs.com. If you'd like to make a donation to support our mission, you can text partnerships to 50155, or there is also a QR code off to my left. For viewers at home, thank you so much for tuning in. And for those of you who are here in person, we do have some refreshments off to my left by the fireside lobby, that's what we call it. And our gift shop at the top of campus will also be open for any sort of, cool shirts like the one Rob was wearing, or, cute little puppies, plushies that I have like 5 of. So plenty of opportunities for that. So thanks again for joining us. And again, huge congratulations to everyone who was here today. Have a good one.